are listening to Kranium.
What's coming next, I never know. Prepared for highs and lows. Accepting all that comes my way, I'm staying 10 toes. Sometimes it's really not a reason. It may just be a season. Miami in the winter time, the type of life I'm seeking. It's your man Cashdagawd out here, a.k.a. Mr. Far From Perfect, but the hustle is, a.k.a. the Skinny Biggie Smalls. But we down here in downtown Columbia, you know what we're saying, kicking it with Kranium Magazine, of course, and my siblings, Mariah and Cody, just doing like a little brief rundown of who I am, what I do, what I'm about. And of course, I'm always represent Art Deals Anonymous, so come support the gang as well. A little about me, I'm from two places, actually, I call two places home. So of course I call Columbia, South Carolina home, and then those who do know I am from New York originally. So I guess that's kind of what merges me as an artist. I get the best of both worlds, having New York influence and down south influence, especially having a pops that's like strictly a New York dude. A lot of my sound is like my personality. It's like really laid back and chill, it's mellow. You know what I'm saying? So I try to find beats that have a jazzy type blues feel to it, if that makes sense. A lot of my influences, of course, are Jay-Z, Currency, Nipsey, Dom, and then like Marvin Gaye. It sounds weird, but I like to listen to a lot of soulful music. So like Marvin Gaye and Teddy Pendergrass, that type of stuff influenced me as well. I think you could pull experiences from a lot of different things. So I try to expose myself to as much as I can, but those 5 people right there, I would say, are my biggest influences. So the name Cashdagawd comes from my name, of course, because it's Cassius, so everybody calls me Cash. So that's where the Cash part comes from. And then my homeboy Pablo from school back in the day, he used to call me the God, or that was his thing. Like, he walk up on you, be like, yo, what's up, God? So I just merged it together and I got my name Cashdagawd. So Art Deals Anonymous is a collective for creators. Essentially, that's what it is at the root of the business. So we do everything. We do clothes for right now, merch, of course, music. Dabble into other things such as like what you're doing, like doing interviews, podcasts, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? So that's what that does. At the root of it, it is 4 of us. So it's myself, my brother Jay Salt or Alex Salters, my homie Tim, and then my homie Val, who does a lot of my graphics. So Val does that, and then also we're just looking for people to bring in. So like, if you got an idea, or you feel like you're creative, or you feel like you can help out to what we got going, you're definitely welcome to join in on the fun. Like, it's not limited to one thing. We're trying to be a multitude of things at the end of the day. So that's where Art Deals Anonymous come from. So currently, I got a couple projects coming up. Of course, I got Sophisticated Ignorance, my solo project. It'll be my first solo project in about 3 years, so I'm excited about that. It's all produced by the homie Mogul Mars, so you can catch that on all streaming platforms again on June 9, 2023. The process of making this project was really simple. When you're here, you could tell what it was. So I like movies, so basically I watched a lot of Scarface, a lot of Godfather, Paid in Full, all those movies, so I drew inspiration from those places to kind of get an idea of how I wanted it to sound, and then from there it was just like selecting the beats. With selecting beats, it's an interesting process. I don't want to pick a beat just because it sounds good. It has to like move me to want to write. So that's where the beat part comes in, because, you know, each beat kind of evokes different emotions. So with a project, you want the project to evoke emotion to take the listener through a ride. So that's kind of where that process comes from. And then my writing process is really simple. It's just drawing from life experiences and things I've been through, and then like taking what I watch in movies and making it a big thing and putting it over a beat. So I have learned, whatever's on your mind, just do it. Like, you'll talk yourself out of stuff if you sit on the idea too long, or if you talk to somebody about it, they'll talk you out of it. So like, if you got something on your brain or your heart like that you want to do, it's just best to go ahead and act on that thought or that feeling like right there in the moment. Because the moment you linger in your thoughts too long, like, you'll find excuses or doubts to talk yourself out of it, and like, you don't want to do that. So the best thing I could tell somebody, or the biggest thing I've learned, like just in life in general, like, if you got an idea, just do it. If you feel passionate about something, do it. Like, if you love to do something, do it, and like, let everything else work itself out later. And like, you just gotta walk out on faith sometimes. Accepting all that But you know, that's a wrap for what we're doing out here today. Definitely want to thank y'all for tuning in, kicking it with your boy, getting to know me better. Again, much love to Kranium Magazine for the opportunity and let me tell my story. I hope y'all enjoy yourselves and enjoy the time. And like I said, check out my new project on June 9th, Sophisticated Ignorance. Y'all gonna love it a lot, I promise. Thank you. Come with no directions, hustle at my essence. Dreams to touch a meal ticket since my adolescence. Gifted like a Christmas present. Smoke and count my blessings. Control what I control, I'm always cool and never stressing.
They say bright like blue dollar bills. Champagne toasting belly on the hills. I got motion, stay up by my age. Pull up in that 550.